Firstly, use F12 to go into your BIOS or check online for your BIOS key. So once you're in, go to security, find for virtualization, enable it. Once you're done, come out and go to restart, exit saving changes, yes, and that's it. Once you're inside Windows, just go into the search bar, type in features, and here will be turn Windows features on or off. Then here select this Hyper-V, just tick this and press OK. Then follow the instructions to install. If it asks you to restart, then just restart and whatnot. Once you're in, just find for Hyper-V, and here it is, the Hyper-V Manager. Open it and you're done. So this is how you actually install Hyper-V Manager to create virtual environment. So this is the Windows version of VMware, the Hyper-V. Now VMware is paid. There is a free version, but it has limited functionality, while Hyper-V is free from Windows. Very ironic, right? Now in Hyper-V, other than just creating your own virtual machine, you can add hardwares to your virtual machine. Now for example, if you have extra network card or hard disk or both, all you need to do is just right click on the virtual machine, go into settings. Here is your default hardware. So to add hardwares, you need to go into this add hardware. SCSI controller is your hard disk. So if you want to add your hard disk, just go here, add this, click new, then next all the way, and choose your location where is your new hard disk at, then your next all the way until it's done. Okay, so this is for hard disk. You can also remove this hard disk if you prefer. Just remove it and it's done. That simple. To add a network adapter, all you need to do is go into Virtual Switch Manager. Inside here, you go into the new virtual network switch. Here is the 3 options for your network card. Each of them has different functionality. Private means only your virtual machine can talk to each other and you don't have any network to the virtual machine. Internal means you only can talk to the computer that you have and also the virtual machine, and you don't have any network. External means you have network access from the router to your computer internally and also to the virtual machine. So your virtual machine can communicate with any other computer you have, like a normal computer. Normally you use private and internal for training, while you use external is for production use. So once you have chosen your choice, rename it and choose which network card you want to use and press OK. That's it. So it will be whatever name you have chosen, like this. And then once you have done it, just go back to your virtual machine, right click, settings, and you add the network adapter. Add here, choose the name that you have previously entered for your virtual switch manager, like mine, external, and then you press OK and it will have this network adapter inside your virtual machine. So whenever you boot your virtual machine, you can see that you have 2 network card inside your virtual machine, and you can configure the IP address as you see fit. So here you can actually do a internal and external network if you want. And now let's start creating our virtual server. Go here, new. Wait. Before we start creating our virtual server, we need to download the ISO file from the website, right? So let's go into Edge. Now Ubuntu server, it's all free. Okay. so it's okay to install, no problem. If you have a Windows license, then you also can download from their website, get an ISO file and run it. So let's go to downloads. No, this is the wrong one. Ubuntu server, blah blah blah, manual server installation, download. Then you should get the download ISO file like this. Go to new virtual machine. Now here's where we begin to activate our virtual machine. Next, this one is your name of the machine, like right here, one reuse, anything to display your virtual machine. You can call it temp. This is my temporary server. Right, then here you can choose to store in a different folder. So by default is here. You can change it to another hard disk if you prefer. If you have a second hard disk, you can change to that, so that you know which hard disk has the most capacity and throw it there. Okay, then if you don't have, we just click next. It will go to the default location. Here is the generation 1 or the generation 2 with a UEFI based firmware, but I do not need UEFI, so I'm just going to use this. Next, this is your RAM. So how many RAM you want? You can choose 2 GB minimum or go to 4 GB. That is the best result. And the speed for the Ubuntu server, that is okay because it doesn't use a lot of RAM. So let's go 2048. Remember, RAM doesn't grow on trees. It will use your existing RAM. So if you were to check your task manager in the performance here, you will see it's now 3.7. If I were to use this 2 GB RAM, here will use up the extra 2 GB RAM, so it will be 5. Right, make sure you have sufficient, or else your whole computer will die or slow down. Then here will ask you which network card you want to use. You can choose whichever that you have created before that I've shown you just now. Okay, so let's just put no connection. I want to use this as temporary just to show you only. Then here is the hard disk. So here you can choose your hard disk size, your location, the name of the hard disk, or you can attach it later. Okay, then finish, and then it will create for you the temp. Then you go settings first, go to DVD drive, image file. Now this is where you kind of virtually put in a CD. So you browse, put in Ubuntu Server, and then you apply and OK. So that's it. So when you open this, it will open the Ubuntu Server. Right, so now it's starting up. Now if I were to show you, right now, it's using 5 GB. The 2 GB RAM has been used, and now it's running this. Let it run, and you will go inside the Ubuntu server setup menu, and then you can do it as you please. Alright, so here you just wait for it to finish and you will go inside. So I normally speak English. I think I'm speaking English, or am I not speaking English? So yeah, let's go. Then just here you can choose whichever you want. So here is your network card. I didn't connect any network card in the setup of the Hyper-V machine, so here will not have any connection. But by default it will ask you maybe a DHCP, or if you want to directly change the IP address, if you know, then you can do it. Continue with the network, done. Then here will give you the mirror address, you don't have to bother. And that's it. So this will actually install it, but due to me not having a hard disk, if you want me to really put in a hard disk, okay, then just put hard disk just for your happiness. Alright, your happiness, external, and then we'll put in a hard disk, hard drive. Let's see. La 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 la. Ever. Let's just put temp. And then let's change this to. Let's put it in the desktop. Alright. So I can just delete it afterwards. Then we'll just put this to 50 gigs. Next. Finish. And we have our own hard disk inside here. So this is how you actually just add on a hard drive. Now I have a hard drive. Let's open it up. Let's show you this, since I am a good citizen. Okay, let's do it again. English Espanol, and then go with, let's see, continue without updating. Right, I put in my network card so it can identify it. Next. So here is on DHCP. Next. Next. Then you just put done, and then here will ask you, do you want to create the entire hard disk as Ubuntu server? So just put done, since I'm going to use this as the whole entire Hyper-V. Done, and continue. Then you can choose your name. Bye. Then buy, and then buy, and then whatever nonsense. This is, you can choose whatever you want over here. And then here you can use Open SSH. If you don't understand, just next. Just skip all this. You don't need to know, skip it, and it will start installing. So that's how simple it is. Then once it's done, you got your own. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Below is my previous videos, to the center is my other videos, and to the side of it is my playlist of my previous and future videos that is to come. So check that out, and thank you all for watching. Famous Cyber Amos signing out.